Brigitte Bandit, and my pronouns are she, her, in drag, whatever out of drag. Drag for me gives me a space to explore myself outside of gender expectations, societal norms, or whatever, and just to have fun. I want people to feel empowered and to have fun, and yeah, sometimes I do talk about important and heavy topics, and my performances can range from something that's just silly and goofy to more serious. So I think it does range a lot on what I am trying to express, but ultimately, you know, whenever you're getting into drag, it is hopefully entertaining for people.
Is this anybody's first time seeing a drag queen? Some of y'all look a little confused, so just making sure, okay?
My drag is really authentic to me and what's important to me, and I think you see that in a lot of, especially my earlier drag numbers and stuff. I was political from the start. I was doing things that you didn't see before, doing things that I think other drag performers haven't done before as well.
We're going to go over some Texas TM policy. We're going to go over some of the bills to watch. That's going to take up a lot of our time today, is going over what's happening here in the Texas.
I love Brigitte Bandit. Brigitte Bandit in particular, I mean, she's the drag queen that sued the state of Texas and won to help drag performers have their foot in the door here. She constantly pushes the state legislature to recognize that queer art is worth protecting and worth validating.
Me and my community are worthy of protecting. Thank y'all so much.
I think that attack on any one of us is an attack on all of us. I think it's really important to understand how all of these oppressive systems are interconnected. That's why I show up to fight a bill that wouldn't affect me, but it affects my community, right? But going into the Capitol as a AFAB drag queen and then exposing how these laws wouldn't affect me with the way that they define drag, right? Why should I be able to continue the same kind of events with similar content and costumes, but not my male counterparts? This bill is more concerned with the sex and genitalia of the performers than the appropriateness of the costumes worn, the background of the performers, the content of the performances, or actually protecting children. So the second time I went to go testify was for that bill again. After it passed the Senate, it went into the House. I wore the names of all the kids who were killed in the Uvalde shooting underneath the Texas flag with the words "Protect Texas Kids" on the back of my dress, because they're sitting there saying that they're doing this to protect children while they were passing no bills that would have prevented that kind of thing from happening again, right? So just kind of exposing their absurdity. I was way more angry the second time. I was escorted out by the police the second time. I was not polite, and they did not like what I had to say.
Just be very kind and please follow the rules.
She has such this fun way of engaging with politics where she makes it feel like it's okay to laugh about the absurdity of things, because there are so many absurd things happening in politics.
We're talking about some of the misconceptions about trans people in sports, and then also how to have conversations with people so that
I started Legislation and Liberation this Texas legislative session. Whenever this session started again, I wanted to use my experience in the last legislative session to educate people and to empower people with knowledge and how to get involved themselves. And then also with the Trump inauguration and this new administration, it's really hard to go through the news by yourself, and it can feel really just you can hopeless sometimes, and I think it's really important to find ways to come together as a community to support each other. So yeah, how do I take this difficult knowledge, these difficult topics that are hard to digest, and make it in a way that is at least engaging, maybe not so fun all the time, but at least engaging. So putting it into a bingo game, right? So breaking news bingo we start with, and then also using my platform to share and uplift others as well, right? Because at the end of the day, I am not an expert on everything, okay? And I think it's really important to hear from people who are. So I really like having that second hour to deep dive into other topics, pass the mic on to somebody else. I learn something, everybody else learns something, and we're all in it together, right?
She's a really important figure to me. She's a really important figure to a lot of people in the drag community because she's really outspoken in her support.
for Haya. I think this is Haya's first time hosting a drag show. Is that
I know that she creates this like welcoming environment that's always going to bring new people in, and it's so important that we bring new people in, especially in this political climate where a lot of people are quitting. After the anger, there's art. After the anger, there's solidarity. After the anger, there's community.